I have stopped myself from filming this video for quite some time now because I wanted to wait to really do it to the best of my abilities. Magic Spoon cereal is one of the leading adult cereal or high protein cereals on the market right now. It's been around for a couple of years and it's pretty well established, especially if you compare it to other competing brands that are emerging right now. Magic Spoon has I don't know how many flavors. Now let me tell you, there really is a pool of Magic Spoon cereal reviews on the internet. You can find pictures, you can find diagrams, articles, videos. Literally anything you're looking for, you'll find it. From what I've noticed, that is because there are so many flavors to choose from, doesn't matter if they're seasonal or permanent, and because a box of Magic Spoon cereal comes with a pretty hefty price tag. One box of this magical high protein cereal is going to cost you about $10, which is expensive. So to me, it makes perfect sense why people would want to have a look at some reviews before splurging on that. There are seemingly thousands of flavors. All of them sound good, but how should you know which ones are worth it? But no need to worry, this is where I come in. Over the time, I've tried over 20 Magic Spoon cereal flavors. In this video, we're going to be looking at 24 to be exact. I'm going to be brutally honest, just like I always am, to hopefully help you determine which flavors are worth it and the right fit for you. So let's get into it. Now, first things first, taste is extremely subjective. Some of my lowest ranked flavors might be in your top 10. I'm just sharing my opinion with you guys, do not take it too serious. Coming in at number 24 on my list is peaches and cream. Now, this was a seasonal flavor for Magic Spoon and I did not enjoy it at all. Just like I said, this is probably a personal thing because I don't really like anything peach flavored, especially artificial peach flavored. So this box of cereal almost triggered my gag reflex, especially at 8 a.m. Now, I remember getting number 23 thinking it was gonna be amazing, but pumpkin chai was a real disappointment. Obviously, this was a seasonal flavor, thank God it was. It didn't taste like chai at all, it was just pumpkin spice. And the reason it wasn't enjoyable and kind of frustrating was because it was this typical pumpkin spice flavor that all the coffee shops and all companies throw into their products as soon as the autumn season comes. It was artificial and just way too intense. Number 22 is another flavor I was actually excited for, but Honey Graham was not buttery or crispy or golden in any way, just like you hoped it would be. Like a graham cracker. It was just sweet and the flavor could have literally been marketed as anything. Another seasonal holiday flavor comes in at number 21, which is gingerbread. Again, way too heavy on the spices, not enjoyable, especially in the morning hours. I don't understand why Magic Spoon makes some of their flavors so intense when they know that the majority of their customers are consuming their products in the morning. Like, yes, I want some flavor in the morning, but I don't want to be tasting your cereal for the rest of the day. Number 20 is another flavor I was initially excited for, but salted caramel was nothing but sweet. It was like eating sugar rocks. It was overloaded, and again, the flavor could have been marketed as anything. Number 19 is s'mores, and even though this was enjoyable, there was no hint of marshmallow. The chocolate was there, and I already knew they f***ed up the graham cracker taste. So again, this could have been any chocolate bar cereal, but definitely not worth it. Coming in at number 18 is Fruity. Now, this might be a shocker to a lot of people because from what I've noticed, Fruity is the consensually agreed upon most popular Magic Spoon cereal flavor, but I did not enjoy it at all. Maybe that's because I'm originally from Europe and I didn't grow up with Fruit Loops. So when I've tried it for the first time, I just thought it tasted artificial and weird. Number 17 is Jelly Donut, and again, this was just sweet and it literally tasted the same as like 4 other flavors on this list. So no, that was just a marketing gag. No donut, just a sugar flavor. Number 16 is chocolate peanut butter. Now, this actually tasted great, but the reason it's relatively far down the list in my ranking is because Magic Spoon also has chocolate and peanut as separate flavors, and if you mix the two, it literally tastes the same. But if you get the 2 separate boxes, you can also have only chocolate or only peanut butter, so it's really not worth getting. Number 15 is actually also a relatively popular flavor, and it's frosted. To me, this was just way too sweet. It's great if you mix it with one of the less intense flavors, but on its own, not even the milk was enjoyable. I know that Magic Spoon doesn't work with actual like sugar, so whatever they add to their flavors to make it sweet, I feel like frosted is nothing but that sweetener. So definitely not one of my favorites. Coming in at number 14 is strawberry milkshake. I remember trying this and it was a really refreshing taste. It did taste like strawberry, it wasn't too artificial, and for some reason Magic Spoon was really successful in capturing the taste taste of a milkshake. I know this was a seasonal flavor, so it's not available right now as far as I'm concerned, but it was pretty good. Number 13 is a flavor that you can always get, and it's blueberry muffin. I don't know where the muffin comes from, but it definitely tastes like blueberry, and similar to the strawberry milkshake, it is refreshing and it's a very nice contrast to all the chocolatey, sugary flavors that they usually work with. Number 12 is chocolate chip cookie. I think they did a very good job visually for this flavor because they added little brown dots on each of the cereal pieces to make it look like a chocolate chip cookie. To be honest, I cannot taste the actual chocolate chip cookie, but it does taste like a not too sweet buttery pastry, and that was very enjoyable, especially to me in the morning. Coming in at number 11 is cookies and cream. I remember enjoying this flavor a lot, but in comparison to my top 10, it just wasn't as special. I kind of got sick of it after eating it for 2 days in a row. So it's only number 11, but it's pretty good. Okay guys, we're now entering my personal top 10 Magic Spoon cereal flavors. Let's go. Starting off, coming in at number 10, we actually have a pretty consensual favorite, even though it's not mine, and it's peanut butter. I do think they did a really good job with this flavor, but to me, there was no sweetener in it. I remember trying it for the first time and thinking this tastes exactly like a peanut puff. Is that a thing in English? I think so. You know, this party snack, these peanut butter puffs, it almost tasted salty. I could swear that if I would pour a bowl of Magic Spoon peanut butter cereal into a bowl and place it somewhere at a party, no one would be complaining. People would literally think that the peanut puffs came out with a new shape. So this flavor is great if you mix it under something chocolatey to add that nut flavor, but on its own, it was way too plain and savory for me. Coming in at number 9 is chocolate. I remember this was the first ever Magic Spoon cereal flavor that I tried because I always enjoyed Cocoa Puffs the most, and it's pretty good. Again, not a lot of sweetener, but from my experience, I really enjoyed mixing the peanut butter flavor with that chocolate flavor to make peanut butter and chocolate, which I ranked pretty low on the list because you can literally make that flavor by mixing 2 other flavors. But if you like chocolate cereal, you can definitely not go wrong with this box. Number 8 is sugar cookie. Now this was also a very temporary flavor, and the only reason it's on number 8 is because it almost tastes identical to my number 1. So it's pretty good, but it's not as good as my number 1. Number 7 is banana. Now I've seen this flavor ranked pretty low on other people's reviews, but I love banana flavored food. I don't know if you've seen my very first video about protein supplements. My protein shake is flavored banana because that's the flavor I enjoyed the most. And what I really enjoyed about this cereal is that it didn't taste artificially like banana. It was like a natural banana, and if you combine that with the chocolate flavor or any other of the flavors that you think works well with banana, it is perfect. I love banana so much that I actually cut a real banana into each bowl of cereal that I have in the morning. But again, this is very personal. If you don't like the taste of banana, this flavor is probably going to be in like your lowest 5. Number 6 is cinnamon roll. I really enjoyed this flavor because, like I just said, I like to cut banana into my cereal, and this is one of the few flavors that I enjoyed just as much without the banana in it. It tastes spot on like cinnamon, and if you love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, this is the flavor for you, especially if you then mix it with something as sweet as the frosted or the salted caramel. Because to me, that box did lack a little bit of sweetener, but like I just said, if you mix it with something else, it's perfect. My number 5 is honey nut. I loved this flavor. It tasted like honey. It tasted like nut. It was different from most of the other boxes, and it was really, really enjoyable, especially also with my banana in it. Number 4 is another unfortunately seasonal flavor, and it's apple cinnamon. I love the hint of cinnamon, the fruity apple flavor. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't too artificial. It really gave me that cozy feeling in the morning when I woke up. It was absolutely delicious. And for my top 3, coming in at number 3 is oat cookie. Again, a limited edition flavor, and even though it was very heavy on the cinnamon, it really tasted like oat as well. For some reason, it also tasted like cookies. It was perfect. Every morning was like I'm having the most delicious bowl of oatmeal ever. I loved this flavor. But it's only at number 3 because it's limited edition, and I actually think you can't even get it right now anymore. Coming in at number 2 is maple waffle. I adore this flavor. It has just the right amount of sweetener. It definitely tastes like maple. I don't know where the waffle is. It could also be maple cookie, maple muffin, maple whatever they want it to be, but the waffle, of course, is It sounds nice, but it's a delicious flavor, especially if you love maple syrup. It's not too sweet and always pleasant to eat. And now my number one, which is my personal favorite Magic Spoon cereal flavor, is birthday cake. I actually don't know if this is a seasonal flavor or not. I actually think they introduced it as a permanent flavor because it's so popular, and I completely understand. I'm very happy that they did. This is also the one that tastes quite similar to sugar cookie, but you can't get sugar cookie right now, so who cares? Birthday cake is delicious. It goes well with everything. You can almost mix it with any flavor. It's literally like the dough of a nice cake, and you can throw anything onto that cake or into that batter. It's just a really nice base. It tastes slightly like vanilla, buttery, a little sweet, and it's such a delightful way to start your day. Alright guys, with that being said, I hope this Magic Spoon cereal flavor or overall review helped you a little bit in your decision-making process if you're in the middle of it. And if not, I hope it was enjoyable to watch. Like I said, I've really spent a long time putting this together because I wanted to do it to the best of my abilities. Now, like I said earlier, Magic Spoon is on the more expensive side, but if you get a flavor that you really, really like, it's a perfect, nutritious alternative for regular cereal, because if you compare the nutrients in Magic Spoon and in regular cereal, it's shocking. So if you can, if you're interested, if it's worth it for you, definitely try out a flavor or two to see if you're into it. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments, your favorite flavors, your experience with Magic Spoon cereal. I can't wait to read through all of the comments. See you next time and take care. Bye.